This is the day 5 yoga. Starting off in cat cow. This is cat position. Inhale on cow, so that's cow, and exhale on cat position. So inhale, lift the head up, push the chest toward the floor. Exhale and push the back up as high as you can, bringing the hips and chest together. And you would start off by taking the left leg back and the right arm out, extend it as much as you can. This is a bird dog position. The idea here is to try and keep the core nice and tight. You don't want to overextend the lower back, which is a common mistake here. You want to try and engage the abs and bring the belly button through to the spine. Keeping the spine nice and neutral, focusing on the movement in the hip and the shoulder. Same now on the other side, right leg up this time, left arm extended out overhead, and you're holding that position. You don't want to rotate too much, you want to keep your torso facing the floor as much as you can. Keep your head nice and neutral, keep your spine neutral. Engage the abs. Always trying to push up. We're trying to lead up from the shoulder girdle, don't just lift and bend the elbow. Remember to breathe throughout these movements, guys. Don't hold your breath. Just having to change something over there. Push back into child's pose. And stepping forward with the right leg, going up into half lunge. You're really pushing forward there, then folding forward, extending the right leg out straight, and going into half split. Back to forward lunge again. Inhale on a forward lunge, exhale then on the half split. All done on the right leg. Back into child's pose, dropping your chest through the mat as much as you can. Stepping forward on the left leg this time, up into half lunge. You don't have to do anything with your neck, guys. I just like to do it. It helps loosen off my neck and shoulders. Straighten out into half split on the left hand side. Inhale, back to half lunge. Really reaching up, and then exhale back to half split again. Take your leg back into child's pose again. Just let everything relax down in this position, guys. Child's pose is all about relaxing. Come forward into chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. You can do what I did and kind of peel along the floor, or if that's too difficult, you can just come up naturally, whatever way is easiest for you. Try to work towards what I was doing there if you can, but if you can't, don't worry. Still holding downward dog here. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Big deep inhale, deep exhale. So extending the right leg up now. I'm going to bring the right knee into the chest. Come onto like a plank position. Then right leg back up and over. And you're trying to reach, not quite bringing the hand off. I'm just going to have to take my socks off here, but you can keep holding. So keep holding that position with the right leg outstretched over the left side. And you don't quite bring your hand up, but you come up on the fingertips on the right hand side and look up underneath your right arm. Then you're going to change back to downward dog. Hold for a few breaths here. Deep inhales and exhales. Left leg up. Bring the left knee into the chest. Then up and extend over as much as you can. And again, looking through the left, underneath the left armpit here. And just coming up onto the fingertips on the left hand side. Bringing it back again into the center, into downward dog. And hold. A few deep breaths in this position. Look forward and hop your feet in between your hands. Lifting the chest straight back, look up and heel. Exhale, fold forward, try and touch the toes or pull yourself down. So inhale, right back up to standing mountain pose, which is hands extended upwards. Holding that hands upwards, try and reach up as high as you can, then fold forward into full forward fold. Pulling through the hips, extend, lift the chest, inhale, and then fold, exhale into full forward pose again. Chaturanga, back down to the floor, up into cobra or half cobra, baby cobra. Lifting the chest off the floor but leaving the hips down. Back into downward dog again. Eyes forward, step forward on the right hand side, or the right leg, sorry, and extend up into Crescent Lunge. You're keeping your up on your ball of your feet in the back foot here, extending the arms upwards, really reaching up, but trying to keep the spine neutral at the same time. Don't extend your spine backwards. Then you're going to rotate your chest toward the knee, towards the right knee, back up into Crescent Lunge again. Don't lose balance like I did. And then extend your arms behind you, interlock the fingers behind your bum, and try and reach down, trying to push and press your shoulders down so that your hands reach toward the floor. Fold forward from the hip over the right knee. Should get a nice little bit of tension here in the legs, nice little build up. And try and extend the arms as much as you can. Bring the hands down to frame the foot. And extending the right leg now, you're going to come out into a standing split. That's it. So you're completely up on the right leg, the left leg's extended outwards, the arms are extended out overhead if you can, and don't lose balance like I did. Bring the right foot down behind the left foot. I almost brought it in front there and then changed, that's why I lost my balance. So extend forward just into a cross-legged forward fold. Lift the chest, look up, and then exhale and look down again. And then bring your feet back to normal, hands to the floor. Extend right up into standing pose again. Lean side to side if you like. Trying to open up the sides of the body. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward again. Step back again. Fall into chaturanga. Drop down into push up. Lift the chest up for baby cobra or cobra. Extend, yeah. Really inhale and really breathe in deep into your chest. Exhale and into downward dog. Holding here for a second. A few deep breaths. Look forward. This time the right leg or left leg, sorry, is coming forward into left crescent lunge. Arms extended up overhead. Keep the spine neutral. And then you're going to rotate now to the left hand side, chest facing the left knee. Extending the arms outwards. Back into full crescent lunge again. Hands behind your head or behind your bum. Interlock the fingers, lift the chest up and fall forward over the left leg. Trying to lift the hands as much as you can at the back, trying to extend and pull your shoulders apart. Hands down to frame the foot again. Stepping up into the other standing side split. So you're extending your right leg out this time and balancing on the left. Bringing that forward again, now behind the right foot, or the left foot, sorry, and folding forward into a full stretch. Fold forward again, hold. Then take the foot out to normal and fold forward. Lift up into chair pose, keeping knees bent, bum back, arms extended overhead. Try to keep your knees bent but over your ankles and sit your hips back as far as you can. Readjust if you need to. Hands into prayer position. This time take your left elbow to your right knee, to the outside of your right knee, and rotate through the spine in chair pose. Back in the chair pose again, hands in the middle, and then right elbow goes on the outside of the left knee this time, and rotate towards your left side. Trying to just get as much rotation through that spine as you can. Deep breaths, keep the spine straight otherwise, and just feed into that rotation. Back in the chair pose, arms extended overhead again. Arms out behind you, up on the tippy toes. So you're going to come right up on the balls of the feet here. Arms extended up, then back to chair pose. This should be a nice little leg burner for you, good balancer. Up on the tip toes, leaning forward, arms extended outwards behind. Back on the flat feet and up in the chair pose again, hands extended up over your head. Then back into the up on the tip toes again. Back to chair pose, and now fold forward, forward bend. Lift the chest, look up, inhale, exhale, and fall forward again. Stepping back now into plank position. Lower body down, chaturanga. Lift the chest into cobra. Extend up into downward dog. Right leg extends up overhead as much as you can. Bring the knee into the chest. Drop it out to the side, out to the opposite side, over the left. You're going to come up on the right arm, extend the left arm up overhead. So it's a supported side plank. Just breathe here. Bring the hand back down, bring the leg back through, and this time we're going to come up into a full side plank on the left hand this time. Extend and hold. Back to full plank. Downward dog, hold. Extend the left leg up this time. Bring the left knee into the chest. Extend it out to the right. Come over onto the left hand and extend up into assisted side plank again on this side. You may need to readjust like I just did there. You can readjust your feet if necessary. Back down to full plank. And then you're going to come up into a full side plank on the left side, or on the right side this time, sorry. Throughout those side planks, make sure the hips don't sag. That's the idea. Now drop back into onto your knees in the child's pose. Push right back into child's pose as much as you can. Let everything drop. Let your chest drop towards the mat. Your hips drop towards your feet. Extend the hands out as much as you can. Just let it all happen nice and easy. Don't force it. Coming up into kneeling position. I'm going to turn them aside for this one just to show you a better angle. Balls of the feet go underneath. You're going to grab both your heels and try to extend up as much as you can. So you're opening up the chest and the shoulders, driving from the hips. You're engaging your glutes, driving forward here, and trying to look up. Trying to extend everything right from your neck right down to your knee. So the quadriceps, the hips, the stomach, the chest, the shoulders, the neck. It all gets working here. Come down and rest on your knees. You can use blocks for these as well. So you can use blocks both rest on the knees and in this position if your heels are still a bit too low. So you can add blocks in there to help you. Extend the hip. Keep extending it. Push, push, push. You always want to be engaging here through the glutes and driving up as much as you can. Back to the front again. And into child's pose. And just before we finish off, I'm going to do puppy dog pose. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of the pose there. I'm going to do it from a prayer position because it seems to hit my shoulders better. You can do it from your hands outstretched or this position, whatever you prefer. The idea is bring your hips over your knees, so it's not like the puppy dog's a bit more aggressive than the child's pose, basically. So your hips are over your knees rather than sitting on your heels like in child's pose. And you're trying to drop your chest through. You can see me trying to push my chest through to the floor there. Getting a nice extension, getting the lats and the triceps and the biceps all stretched out, the chest, all through the mid back as well. Now coming back into a restful child's pose. So you can see the difference in the position there. The child's pose, the hips are right back, whereas the puppy dog pose, they're extended forward directly over the knees. That's it, guys. Ready for the session.